Hello aspirants, welcome to IASBYHEART. Most of the time, aspirants will have lots of doubts about how to start the preparation with respect to specific subjects. For example, it may be history, geography, polity, etc. Here I am going to give a brief idea about how one can start preparing history and art and culture. Before continuing, as Socrates said, humans should have an inquisitive mind and ask questions whatever he or she comes across. In that sense, we should first address one important question. Why history and culture in the civil service examination syllabus? Our understanding on state, society and culture can be better if we know the past historical events. We can learn lessons from past historical events and we can gather experiences and we can use these lessons and experiences in solving the present day problems. This is the most important reason why UPSC has kept history and culture as an important subject with respect to civil services examination. Then, what is the syllabus of history and culture? If you look at the prelims syllabus, it has been simply mentioned that history of India and Indian national movement. However, when you look at the mains syllabus, it has been elaborately mentioned. It includes modern Indian history, it includes Indian culture and heritage, and then freedom struggle, post-independence, integration and consolidation, and then history of the world. To know the important, one should look at the weightage given year on year. With respect to preliminary examination, in the year 2016, there was 15 questions have been asked. However, it has been increased to 20 questions in the year 2020. If you look at the mains, in the year 2016, there was 6 questions have been asked from history and culture. However, when you look at 2020, again the 6 questions have been asked. So, by an average in mains, 6 questions have been asked in the last 5 years, and in preliminary examination, by an average, nearly 20 questions have been asked in the last 5 years. So to know more about this weightage and we know to have a clear understanding about the weightage of the history and culture, one should look at the cutoff marks. If you look at the year 2019, the OBC is considered as a middle layer of cutoff marks. So it has been mentioned that in the year 2019 it was 96 marks. In the year 2020 it has been the cutoff marks may be from 95 to 98. So in the year 2020, if you look at the number of questions in the preliminary examinations, 20 questions have been asked. 20 into 2 are 40 marks. So nearly half of the marks comes from single subject, that is history and culture. So history plays an important role in clearing the preliminary examination and mains examination also. Now, as we know, Indian history can be divided into 3 areas. The first one is ancient history, next one is medieval history, and then modern history, and then heritage and cultural developments, post-independence consolidation, and world history. So even aspirants should have a clear-cut idea about how the previous year questions have been asked. What should be read with respect to history and culture? If you look at the previous year question papers, political developments have been asked. While moving other areas, socio-economic factors, socio-economic developments have been asked, and then cultural developments have been asked with respect to religion, architecture, painting, and then music. Next, if you look at the mains questions, same type of question have been asked in the mains examination. So from this we can clearly infer that history and culture has 3 parts. The first one is political development, next one is socio-economic developments, and then cultural developments. When it comes to political developments, we will read about wars, battles, and other important political structures. When it comes to socio-economic developments, we will read about the social development, and then when it comes to economic development, we will read about trade and revenue administrative systems. When it comes to cultural developments, we will read about architecture, art forms, and then literature. So when it comes to architecture, we can again divide it into ancient, medieval, and modern. Otherwise, we can also divide it into Dravidian school, Pesara school, and Nagara school. When it comes to literature, it can be even divided into with respect to religion and with respect to language, etc. When it comes to art forms, It can be divided into classical and folk art forms. These art forms include dance, music, paintings, songs, etc. This is my guidance. Go through history and art and culture in all these framework: political developments, socio-economic developments, and cultural developments. Thank you for your patience. Keep reading, keep safe, and keep motivated. Thank you.